Hey, you are chatting with Chris. Okay, so I did set up my mic. So check it out. Whew. It's a pretty nice mic. So you could probably hear me a lot better now, which is great. I'm really trying to make it so that you can see see well. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to. I want to start doing more lives. That's the goal. Um, I think it's possible, very possible. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Is just trying to you know trying to connect to the community. Build some. I basically I want to start doing this on the regular. Um, like a sort of video log. It might become. Sorry, I know you got to try to see me a little bit better here. It would be cool to, maybe at some point to start doing a podcast. Again, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but that would be the goal. That's the dream, is to just do a regular podcast. At first, it might start with myself. I would have maybe talking points, and once I start getting some momentum there, I would like to, like most podcasts, have some guests, like just local people, friends, or family, artists, actors, musicians, especially if it's local, and then, maybe like starting to branch out from there. So that's going to be the vision. And I just thought I'd maybe just get on here and share a little. Let me give it a little bit more light here. Oh, that light's already on. That's funny. I might have to look at getting a ring light. But I do have this mic, which is pretty great. It means you can hear me a lot better. So that's good. Got a nice mic. And this is a nice little webcam I bought. So that's good. And yeah, I mean, if there's anyone at any point, who wants to suggest talking points, either for now, like I can always do it now, or, I can always, make it for the future talking points. I definitely have some ideas that I want to do, but that comes a bit later. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing these regularly. I'm gonna start talking to y'all, and like I said, I want to build a sort of regular, time for doing this. Yeah, I just like it. I want to be able to share and chat and build community, build subscribers, and to have people on as guests. I think that would be really fun. So we're in my apartment right now, and it's still fairly messy. Like it's not doing the best, but it's definitely an improvement on what it was before, which is great. It takes time. Oh, it's Mittens. Mittens said something. I'm gonna add Mittens. Wait, Mittens said something and it said that it was redacted, which is weird, or retracted. So that means maybe Mittens said, never mind. I'm gonna put Mittens. I'm gonna make Mittens a moderator. Move channels and hire, put users in timeout. Managing moderator can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live, and also has capabilities of standard moderators. I'll put standard for now. So Mittens is a good supportive person, and I trust them. They haven't done me wrong yet, so hey Mittens. So yeah, so I'm doing a live. This is my space. It's still, it's still pretty messy. I can go ahead and turn this over here. Dun dun dun, dun. Look at my mess. So much mess. Oh, Chris, when will you clean up? And then over here's like more mess. That's my desk. It's my fire over there. You can kind of see everything in here, hey? My kitchen table. Again, I'm not done, not even close to done. Like cleaning. It takes a lot, It's not just like when you clean, like it isn't just like, oh, I gotta sit down and do it. It's like you gotta go to work. And then when you're done work, you gotta, eat food. Excuse me. You have to do laundry. It's just a bit of like the sort of mundane things that you have to do too. It isn't like it's just, me in my apartment and it's, not getting clean. I'm sure there's other people who have struggled to get things clean. I don't know if anybody's ever moved before, but yeah, unpacking really isn't that fun. It gets dragged out and, you're just like, when's it all going to end? Yeah, I have, I want to get it cleaned up because I eventually want to work on my beadwork, because I have things that I got to do still to make the beadwork work, right? Because this isn't quite ready to use. And I'm sure quite a few of you out there have seen, my post with it. And these are two pieces that I'm always just like, wow. So these are my side drops. Isn't that like just phenomenal? Like, I mean, look at that. If we just did one piece. So you can see how the light reflects on it. Right? Doesn't it look like it's sparkling? Isn't that wild? Because it's like it's just reflecting light in different ways. But that's basically it. Like those are all little seed beads. So it'll be cool because when I eventually do the work, right, this will hang here like this off my side like that. So that's part of my side drop. So I'll move and then this one will be on this side. So then that'll just be like, it's almost like my armor. You see? Like, it's just really cool. But yeah, I still have work that I have to do with it in order to be able to use it. Which, is just part of how it goes. It's going to take some time. It's going to take time before I'm really done. But yeah, my apartment, it's coming along slowly. I'm just trying to see if there's another way I can. I mean, if I. I don't know how that view looks. I don't know if that view helps. Like that. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, right? Still trying to figure out, what works. And yeah, it's nice to just do a live. I told myself I'm just going to start doing it. Let's see if there's like a different talking point. Because I'm slowly coming up with talking points for the future, like things that I want to, talk about when I come online, and just different things to discuss. I'm not sure what to make of those subjects right now. But I thought I'd just show you what my apartment looks like right now. Sorry, I don't mean to make you dizzy. I just wanted to show you what it's looking like in here. So that's a 360 view. Slowly coming together. And yeah, so I have my mic, I have my, my webcam. I just want to do a live and talk and chat. It's going to take time, I'm sure, to get, to have followers, to have people who are going to follow, and to tune into my live. That's going to take time, I'm sure. I don't doubt it. But I mean, I got to start. I mean, for now, I'll just be doing this. Eventually, my place will be clean, like just nice and organized, and just the space will be cleared up, which will be great. And then, I can do, like, I could just have more room to do stuff. And then, because what I want to do, what I'd like to do is to even, like, do some beading. So then maybe one of my lives is beading instead of chatting. It's beading and chats, beads and chats, chats and beads. And so I think eventually I want to make this table right here. That would become where I bead and do some of my work. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm just doing this as like a sort of like a starting, like, just doing regular lives. There might be things that I can start showing or start talking about, different talking points, like maybe next live I can have like a talking point that's right at the top. So that way, people know what it is that I'll be talking about in that session. And so, yeah, this is all kind of new to me. I'm new to it. I often do videos or shorts, and I'll load those up. So this is a bit of a different thing that I'm doing, which is kind of fun. It's feels kind of funny. Like, it feels a bit like I'm talking to myself. But like, whatever, that's okay. That's how it starts. You just got to start somewhere. I think that I've talked a little bit about what I'd like to do. Ultimately, what I'd love to do is, I've mentioned this before in another video or another live I did, and it might have been on Facebook, but my vision for the future and what I'm doing here with these lives or with social media is I would love to monetize. I would love to make money off YouTube specifically. And what I have for that, you know, what I have in mind for what I would do with that is I would first take care of, myself and the space that I need to help keep this going in a better way. So, excuse me. So the first thing would have been a car. But I have a car now because having a car means, I can go, and I do mean for, video content, or I'm doing a live, or just, whatever, a video project. If I need help, I can go drive to get that person. Then we go drive to the location, we shoot. And again, I could drop them off. And then, or if I want to go grass dancing somewhere, I can now do that, right? I can just drive and just like have my regalia in the back. Like, it's great. So I wanted to do that. I did that. The next step is getting a house. It would be great to have a house, to have a bigger space, to have more space for the things that I have, but also, if I had, 2 or 3 bedrooms of a house and maybe even a basement, that would mean in the basement I could have like a dance studio. So then I can grass dance and hoop dance in there whenever I wanted, right? And then in a bedroom, I could have one of the bedroom is just it's just a video logging room. So it's just set up literally with, a camera like this, and all of like a microphone, like table, whatever. Like maybe there's like different electronics or supplies that I need on the side, on the sides, like good lighting. And so it'd be set up so that I can just go in there and it's just like boop, I just hit record and it's going. I'm like, hey, here's what we're doing today. And then, maybe another room is potentially like a craft room, right? It could be like a room where I do a lot of crafting, or maybe that's the same room as the video logging room, right? And then on all the sides is basically storage. And whenever I want to do some beading, like I just bring it out, or I go, hey, I'm looking at this piece of regalia. I'm going to look at it and work on it. This is what we're doing today. And it's all set up, right? I wouldn't have to, break it down, set it all up, set up the ring light, the mic. Like I wouldn't have to do that. It would just be there and ready. So that's one of the main reasons that I would love to get a house. And so I'm saving for one. It takes time. All of it takes time. But once I have that, basically what I would do is I'd start investing it back into my channel. I would have money so that I can pay videographers, someone to come shoot film with me, someone who can edit videos. Maybe there's someone who helps write the script, and maybe there's somebody who's helping organize things, or maybe that's all 1 or 2 people. And so if I have them and I'm able to just like kind of keep paying them to help me do this, and I'm investing in, my channel by getting new video equipment, new audio equipment, new lighting, so I always have something really good to shoot with. Then after that, once I've reached that point and I have more than enough for myself and I'm helping those around me, my goal, my vision that I would just love to do, like I would just love it, is to basically do what Mr. Beast is doing, right? So if you're not too familiar with Mr. Beast, he basically just gives money away all the time to people. And he hosts like little contests or big contests, and they're like games of survival, and you win prizes, cars, or just money prizes. And like he tests people to see if like someone will sacrifice someone else to further themselves. And so what I would do, though, at least to start, something that I've thought of for what I'd like to do is, just say I have, I'm starting to generate pretty good ad revenue, and I'm doing well with it. What I'd like is if there was a community, or like if it's like a small organization or something, but just say there's a small community, and you know, just say their group of youth in their area, like they have a sports team. Maybe it's a hockey team. I played hockey, so I'm partial to hockey. But just say it's a hockey team, and they put out this call, or it's just been kind of whispered into the world that all of their 14-year-old boys or girls team or mixed team, they're all needing new hockey skates, the majority of them. And it's been like a bit of a struggle, and they're not doing so good because the skates aren't that great. So then what I would do is I would see and make sure that I have enough to buy them all brand new skates. And I would just ask, let me and my team film it so that I can share it to the world for what we're doing on my channel. And then from that video that we recreate from your experience, I then get more views, more subscribers, more ad revenue, and then I just go and do it all over again. I go to another community that needed anything, like, oh, our community center needs to be renovated. We can't do anything in it anymore. There's leaks in the building, and the electricity is not good. And so, if they needed it and I had the money, that's the next thing I would do. I would travel to that community and I'd say the same thing, like, just give me permission to film all of it so I can cut a video, and then I'll get it all done for you. And then I just edit that video, I upload it, get more views, more ad revenue. And then again, I just make more money, and then I just go and do that again and again and again. That would be my goal for sharing the wealth in a way, to because I feel like we're only here for so long. Like, we're here for just this amount of time. Like, it's so small how long we're here for. So once you have more than enough for yourself, I mean, why keep it all? You can't take it with you. You're gonna have to leave it all. Why not spend it and help other people and improve their lives? That's just how I feel. So that's one of my talking points. That's my sort of part of my goal of monetizing on this thing, and to try to get there. That's what I would do. That's what I would do with what I received. I would take enough for myself, and once I was good and I had everything set up, then I would just start giving it away. I would just do that. It would just be so fun. Never notice how when you do something for someone else, just out of your own free will, you just wanted to do it for them, and then when you see how happy they are with your gesture, your thought, your act of kindness, it, in a sort of ironic, selfish way, it ends up making yourself feel really good. And you're like, oh, yes, you like it. Oh, that just makes me feel so good. And of course, you're not doing it so that you yourself can feel good. I mean, that's just, a byproduct, or a, collateral damage. Like, that's just the effect that it can have to do something for someone else. So me, I've always liked that feeling. I've always, I've liked it. I haven't always had a lot. I haven't always had, I just haven't always had a lot. I'm just slowly in life now starting to slowly I'm starting to be in a good place where, like, I don't necessarily always have to worry about money and, groceries or bills. Those things used to be pretty stressful for me. And I imagine there's a lot of people in the world who have felt that, if it's living paycheck to paycheck, or, just not having enough. And then, of course, there's people who are, living, on the streets, who live with poverty, or people who live in housing and they're living with borderline poverty, right? I mean, that's tough. That's it's hard to go through. And so, I've gone through some of my own hard times when I was younger. Like I just didn't have a lot. I didn't have very much. And sometimes the things that I would have, and it was only like this much, there would still be someone who felt like they had to take it from me. And I'm not trying to create like a sob story. It's just part of my lived experience. I've had I've had people steal from me. And yeah, I remember when I was younger, I just would get so angry. I'd be so hurt. Like, I'm trusting these people to be in my place. This is my mom's place, and I'm, these are people I call my friends, and they stole from me. I mean, not everyone, but there was definitely things in my house that went missing, and didn't just grow legs and walk away. Somebody stole it. And yeah, so I'm someone who's lived through some of that, like the not having too much, or feeling like I don't have enough. And so yeah, so I know that feeling. I know what it's like. And I think I want to help people. I want to be able to, in a way, leave an impression. I don't know if it's the word legacy. I don't know if that's what it is, but I want to do something in this world that makes an impact and it helps people. I really want to do that. I do. So that's what I'm working on. That's a little bit of what this live is. And so, maybe after today, I can try to have my ring light set up, or I can possibly, get a, to get a ring light, basically, because I have one, but it's, it's quite big. It's and it needs a tripod, and it's like this really, like it's a big ring light, like this big, like it's pretty big and round. And so, maybe because I'm looking at the lighting, and it's, it's not that great. I apologize. Yeah, so that's a little bit of my vision and what I'd like to do. It's going to take time, of course, but yeah, that's some of what I want to do. Is, it seems like it's for myself, but it's not. It's it's for others. I kind of want to do that. But yeah, I got to start somewhere. So I decided to do this live, and start here, right? Got to start somewhere. I know it's going to take time to build something, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'll get there. Yeah, like I said earlier, eventually I'll I'll come up with talking points. I'll start to lay out different topics that I'd like to discuss, and it would be cool to eventually have to have other people who are here and are able to kind of help me, I guess, to help me build like talking points, like what are the things I should talk about, and what are some of the questions that people have, like that I can answer, just different things like this. And of course, that takes time. But yeah, I thought I'd just start by just by doing it. And yeah, I'll eventually get to a place where I have different talking points, and it isn't just like a random, you know, um, like me just sort of talking about whatever, and then it doesn't, it's just kind of out of nowhere. Hey, little yawn there. So yeah, it'd be nice to eventually have just some help with like what I should talk about and what I should do, or what should I try to achieve in these sort of video logs. Because I want to teach you stuff. I want you to feel informed or engaged. I want you to feel like something's happening here. And so if you are watching this and if you got this far, I mean, please comment on this, and feel free to bring up some topics like talking points, whatever you want. It's good. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And so yeah, this is good. This is my little fire that I put on in the background. It's kind of fun. Hey, I just I wanted to like having the fire on. It's excuse me, bit of a yawn. Okay, well, maybe I'll end the live there, and we'll leave it there for now. But yeah, please feel free to comment on this live if you've watched any of it and you've reached this point. Please comment some talking points or different things you'd like to hear about. I would love to speak on it, share what I know, and to engage the community that I'm trying to build here. So thank you for joining me. This has been Chatting with Chris. We have a 34-minute live, and it was good. And we'll just keep coming. We'll keep coming back and keep trying to keep this up. So thank you. Hopefully in the next day or two, I'll do another one of these, and I'll just keep returning. All right. Thanks. Peace.